how would companies monetize podcasting?
There's numerous ways, So like I've got quite a contrarian view to how you monetize platforms, like a podcast, like a show. So let's go with the obvious one, downloads. So people always saying to me, Matt, what's your, how many downloads do you get per episode, right? So we get like tens of thousands per episode. But for me, that's not big enough to monetize. Even if you're getting 100,000 downloads an episode, yeah, okay, you can make cash off that, but is that the full story? So in other words, if you think about downloads and reach, right? Anybody can reach anyone. You simply buy ads, take this clip now and you put media behind it. You can reach 100,000 people, no problem.
Sure.
Can you monetize it? Is it a better value from an average value equivalent perspective or AVE? In other words, if you're going to try and sell that reach argument to a media buyer, what's he looking for? Or he's looking for a better return, right? So 100,000 here or 1 million there. So it's the law of numbers basically, right? So until you're getting like Tim Ferriss millions of downloads per episode sort of thing, like it's quite a difficult sell. That's the first thing, but you can do it, right? You can sell advertising on it. There's still a market for the guys who are getting like even 10,000 downloads per episode. There's still a market for that. I'm just suggesting that it's not really where the value sits. So where does the value sit? Well, then you say to yourself, well, content production. So I could do a podcast for Standard Bank. So we'll do a season. It'll be like 8 episodes for the young professionals or what have you, covering career progression. You could do that. But what are you asking the bank to become? You're asking them to become content producers. That's not what they do. So it's a hard sell, right?
Sure.
But how about this? What if I said to that same client, Investec or Standard Bank, and I said, Matt Brown's show has got a platform already, and we're going to produce all the content ourselves, right? You don't have to worry about that. It's got nothing to do with your PR guardrails and any of that stuff. But we're going to produce the show ourselves. We have this reach, right? Or our objective is to reach X number of people, and it's high value branded content, and you can actually come onto our show, right, and tell your story. Let's take blockchain and fintech and hyperledgers or whatever, or cryptocurrencies, like CBCCs or sovereign blockchains. What's your view on that, Mr. Standard Bank? And you can bring your experts onto our show. Now what you're doing is you're selling sponsorship of that content. So you can give them exclusivity, you cannot give them exclusivity. In other words, the platform is more valuable than the content itself. It's the brand association, it's credibility, and it's also, again, unlocking new platforms to tell your story on. Think about it. I mean, I always like to say, what are the constraints in any market? So for Standard Bank, it's like, well, what's the PR brief? Well, you can talk on, Jeremy Maggs, potentially, maybe 702, it's the tried and tested stuff. But when you're talking about something that literally threatens the existence of centralized institutions, in essence, like the Matt Brown show, the crypto trader show, or whatever, like that's where you want to be, because people, quite frankly, in that space don't care about you as a bank.